Good morning. It's day 6. My plan for today right now is 1, to avoid the mosquitoes out here while I'm recording, and 2, I'm gonna drive into a town and see if I can get a sink shower in, or even a real shower. That wouldn't be bad either. And then look for a place that has free Wi-Fi so I can figure out a couple things on my computer. I should have listened to my buddy Nate and got a Mac, but I decided to upgrade my PC. And now, certain letters in my keyboard aren't working all of a sudden. And this all happened like as soon as I got on the road. After that, I'm gonna go to Devil's Tower in Wyoming. And Black Hills has a section in Wyoming next to Devil's Tower, and I'm probably gonna stay there for tonight. So that's the plan for today. I'm gonna get a move on. I haven't had breakfast or anything yet, so maybe I'll pick up something. Maybe there'll be like a Perkins or Denny's or something. It doesn't look like there's any big towns on the way to Devil's Tower, but we'll see. I just made it to Wyoming! Goodbye, South Dakota! South Dakota was beautiful. I didn't realize how much South Dakota had to offer. I met a lot of great people there as well. Some that lived there and some that were just tripping like I was. Road tripping, that is, not drug tripping. So in Wyoming, I'm gonna experience Yellowstone, Grand Tetons, and Bighorn National Forest. Looking forward to it. Here's my baby, parked right next to another. Just got a free shower. So I just stopped at a Sinclair gas station, and the men's restrooms was being cleaned, and the janitor lady said that I could just use one of the shower rooms. So I got a free shower out of the deal, and that was pretty awesome. Picked up some ice. I didn't decide to get any gas. I still got about 180 miles on this tank. And I got about another 30 miles to go until I get to Devil's Tower. I'm here at Devil's Tower. I'm about to start my hike. I'm gonna have to find a bathroom first. It's really busy up here. It's Friday, It's Friday, July 6th. So, yeah, pretty busy, and it's gonna get to about 92 degrees. I'm bringing 2.5 liters of water with me as well. There's a paved path I could have gone on, and there's the scenic dirt path, which is a little bit longer. It's 3 miles. The other one is like a little over 1 mile. Needless to say, I opted for the dirt path. I'm going down this hill. Really pretty country. All the soil is very vibrant hue of orange-red, and maybe that's why they call it Devil's Tower. I'm sure that's not, but it's not. But I don't know why they would call something so beautiful Devil's Tower. Give it such a demonic name. They say it was something very sacred to the Native American tribes. Woo, it's windy. Okay, just look at this. We got bighorn cows, bison, more bison. And then if we keep going over, Devil's Tower. Alright, so take a look at these trees. Now think about how tall you would be standing next to these trees. Alright, I'm gonna zoom out. Look at that. So I'm just leaving Devil's Tower. That was amazing. I've never seen anything close to like that. Thoughts, you know, it's said to be a very spiritual place for the native tribes. And you can feel like a spiritual kind of presence there when you're just in the shadows of that huge tower. I mentioned earlier how I really do not like the name Devil's Tower because it doesn't accurately reflect what the tower symbolizes. The Native Americans' story behind that, they actually named it Bear Lodge, and there are a couple other names. One that I really liked was Tree Rock. But anyways, story behind Bear Lodge, there was a girl and a little boy who saw a bear. And there was a herd of bison, and they stopped and asked the bison for some help, and the bison told them to circle around a couple trees 3 times. And after they did that, the ground started to rise. And when the bear caught up to them, the bear could not get to them because they're on the top of Devil's Tower. I was guessing it was about 400 feet or so off, you know, where it starts. No, it's 867 feet from its base is what it rises. That's pretty crazy. Just thought of something. Another cool part about Devil's Tower is that it was the first national monument. It was the first time the Antiquities Act was ever used. The Antiquities Act is something that was developed under Teddy Roosevelt. And the act essentially gives the president authority to reserve land as what we label as national monuments. And national monuments are nationally protected, federally protected chunks of land. And, you know, the reason for it to be protected, or for, could be for scientific reasons or for cultural reasons, to preserve the culture. And not to get too political or anything, but you guys have probably heard about Grand Staircase Escalante and Bears Ears down in, I think it's Arizona and Utah. President Trump just took away tons of land that was reserved by former presidents as national monuments. And that was the first time anything like that was ever done. The only thing that presidents typically did for national monuments was create them, protecting land, not taking away land. And as I'm going through towns and stuff, I'm noticing a lot of differences as far as what these towns do with their land. And some towns, well, both towns will sell their land and exploit it in a way. One way is to tourists, but they also can protect the land while having that flow of tourism, you know, and that boost into their economy. Another way is for a town to totally strip its land, and
in 2 miles, take exit 126 into Way 59 towards Douglas.
You'll see a bunch of mines and that kind of stuff just stripping away the land and selling it once and for all. You know, not even trying to protect it, but doing exactly the opposite. And it's just funny to me, the 2 different mentalities that you get in such close towns, actually. Woo, I'm really excited, guys. I finally, after, I don't know, it's probably about 6 hours, I finally got all the videos and photos able to upload onto one software program. And then I successfully was able to upload it onto YouTube. Now, I wasn't able to upload 4K, which it's all recorded in 4K, so I still need to figure that part out. But I figured for now, the standard definition will have to do. I mean, I spent enough time on it as it is, and so I'm getting, you can see as now, it's pretty dark. I'm getting a very, I don't like being, you know, on the road this late. I would rather be parked somewhere and already kind of have my camp established, but I don't. So good thing is I already had supper. I just topped off my cooler with ice. I topped off my gas tank. And we are on our way to Buffalo, Wyoming. I'm actually going to go on some BLM land right outside of Buffalo. And then I'll drive into Buffalo tomorrow, kind of get some information on Bighorn National Forest at the ranger station there. And then I got to start planning my route into Yellowstone and Grand Tetons. So I'm looking forward to those. Those are big bucket list items that I wanted to, a lot of stuff I want to see that's just ahead of me. So I'll probably give you guys an update when I get to my camp and get it all set up.